Hey, welcome back to the channel. To give you a quick view of my lettuce I got started. So coming up, I got some kale started over here. Got some sunflowers, and let's see here. I think we got tomatoes in there. Got all different kind of sunflowers, some cucumbers and okra. Watermelon, cantaloupe. Got quite a bit of stuff started already. My garden's just not, the raised beds are done, but I ain't got the fence up to protect against the deer and rabbits yet, so got everything started. A little grow light that I rigged up, just really so I can see, so I want to mess around with them. But what I want to talk to you about today is actually, considering with the coronavirus going on and everything, if you have chickens and other birds and animals, biosecurity. But as far as biosecurity with chickens and other animals, you gotta be real careful. You want to make sure that you don't have new people coming over and messing with your birds or other animals, because they may not have anything, but they could actually bring something over to you, to your birds. And not necessarily, it could be something where they went walking through the park and picked up something on their shoe and transferred it over into your yard, and there you go. So just want to be very careful about that. Also, you want to make sure that if you do have any birds that are sick or showing any kind of signs of not being healthy, that you do quarantine them separately from all the rest of your birds. I have some cages that's what I use for. They're strictly for quarantining. So anytime I have a bird that doesn't look right or something like that, I'll quarantine them off to themselves. And you can pick up at most places like Tractor Supply, most of your farm stores, some probiotics is always good to give them, especially if you think they're not feeling good. Apple cider vinegar is great. We try to give it to our birds at least once a week, just in their regular water. About a cap full for every gallon of water. And that seems to help keep them healthy. And sorry, I'm trying to plant some sunflowers. We got some all different kind. Got some mammoths, some Italian white, velvet queen, some red, some caramel. Yes, I know you don't have to start sunflowers in seeds like this, but we're going to be planting them all over the yard, and I just don't want them growing wild out there. Just don't want to throw some seeds. I want to be able to place them the way I want them. But make sure you keep a close eye on your flocks, especially if someone new has come around. From everything I understand, this coronavirus, they can catch it, but not really. It won't really affect them much, but it can make it where they can transfer it to humans. From what I understand from reading on the CDC website and everything. Not sure about other animals. I know dogs can actually catch it. But the only reported cases of that I could find were where the dog actually caught it from their owner. So just keep in mind about, especially this time when all this mess is going on, but really anytime, about the biosecurity of your animals, because you really don't want anything to happen to them. Well, at least I know I don't. But on a lighter note, I've just been trying a few different types of starting seeds. As you know, these are the little pucks that we got. We tried some of the plastic little containers, some of the bags, these little cardboard containers, trying some of them. Just trying to see. I am not the best gardener. Never have been. Got my thumbs closer to black than it is green. But I try. And I'm just trying a bunch of different methods, see if there's one that I like better than another. And hopefully by the time I get the garden fully started and going, I'll be able to tell you which one I like. Right now, I've found pluses and minuses to all of them. I haven't found one that was just perfect yet. But hopefully I can figure out which one is going to work best for me. So, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a good one. Also, just another little tip here. Make sure that if you do ever have to use any type of medicated feed, I don't recommend medicated feed to any of them, especially not chicks. But there was one time we had got one bird that was very sick when we bought her, and made sure quarantine. Always quarantine birds. They recommend 2 to 3 weeks. I always go a month of them quarantined. I have one little coop that I have set up far away from the rest of my birds that I will put them in, and I'll keep them there for a minimum of a month to make sure that they are healthy and don't show any kinds of sickness. But we ended up getting one that was sick, and of course didn't know it at the time, and ended up using medicated feed to get her healthy. But she was a laying hen. Make sure those eggs, you keep her quarantined even afterwards for about 6 weeks after you've been using the medicated feed, to make sure all that medication, because it will get transferred over to the eggs that she lays. So I personally do not eat those because I don't want any of that medication to get into the eggs to come into my family. So we just dispose of all those eggs. So just make sure to keep an eye on it, and if it ever does happen and you do have to use any kind of medication or anything, keep that chicken quarantined so you can know which eggs she lays, and keep those eggs out of your off your breakfast plate. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.